Hey, welcome back to the channel, Rugby Merlin, and this is my review of England versus Wales. A barnstorming start for England, and Freddie Stewart cuts the Welsh defence to ribbons, and Wales just about clear their lines. And already in Twickenham, the crowd is singing "Swing Low," and it's looking like it's going to be a long day for the Welsh. Wales do regain their composure, and England cough up a couple of penalties to take the pressure off Wales a little bit, and Wales start to find their feet in the match and even things out a little bit. Everything's a little bit chaotic, as you've come to expect really from this fixture. And out of the blue, Chesham, the England second row, gets a yellow card for the shoulder on head contact. It's nothing really too malicious, but by the letter of the law, it's a yellow card. It's not upgraded to a red, and it's a little bit harsh, but fair enough in the grander scheme of things, I think. But Wales have the advantage now. Wales go on the attack, and they get a good attacking line out. And last match against Scotland, in the second half particularly, their rolling maul from the line was very good. And again here pays dividends, put England under a lot of pressure. And the referee judges that England dragged down the maul. He awards a penalty try, and he puts another player in the bin. So England down to 13 now. So shades of the warm-up game last year for the World Cup, and Wales in the driving seat. So from the restart, Wales switch off a little bit. They revert to panic playing mode already. And Thomas Williams doesn't do the young outside half any favours. Passes the ball out to him when he isn't set, and gets turned over and puts England in a great attacking position. Ben Earl, who's playing at 8, he had a good match. I believe he was man of the match in the end, but he picks up and goes, and he gets over, which is unusual to see from first phase these days. But a nice try for England, and they're well and truly back in it. Against the 13 men of England, Wales do find the composure a little bit and their shape, and they put some half-decent attacks together. But the England rush defence is working much better than it did last week. Not so many gaps this time, but now and again Wales do threaten, and both teams are showing pretty decent and solid glimpses of what they can do when things go right for them. But overall, a bit scrappy. As I said, good signs from both teams, and there's one little period of play. George North, who had a pretty good game, gets the ball, drives those big tree trunks of legs of his, and makes good yardage. The ball comes back then, and Underhill, with those mighty traps of his, he smashes somebody and cuts them in half. So it's nice to see the two kind of veterans doing well. And there's 5 minutes to go, and you're just thinking, does this half have any more drama to offer? And Wales finally unlock the English defence. There's good outside ball, and ultimately Alex Mann gets the inside pass, and he's under the sticks almost for Wales' first real try. The penalty try, but the first try from open play. And great end to the half for Wales. And Alex Mann, coincidentally, has got, I think, 2 tries now in 2 games, first 2 games for Wales, and he's from my hometown club, Aberdeen RFC, the Snakes. So up the Snakes, well done Alex. And it's looking good for Wales going into halftime. So at the start of the second half, Wales are leading 14-5, and quite a decent lead actually coming into the second half, considering it was pretty close really in the first, and England went down to 13 men. But still, England do look dangerous. So let's see what will happen in the second half. Wales instantly under pressure, but they managed to clear their lines eventually. But a fantastic decision from the Scottish touch judge takes Wales back all the way to their line and puts them under incredible pressure. And resulting from that, England do get the first goal of the second half. So the game swings back and forth, but ultimately England are pretty dominant in the second half. Wales do offer a few glimpses of what they can do, with Winnett, the fullback, looking like a real classy player, and he's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. Just looks like a class act all round. He makes a couple of breaks, but it comes to nothing ultimately, and England get over for a try with Daly scoring in the corner, and England executed the score pretty well actually. They had a presence of mind not to keep it too tight and sucked in the Welsh defence, then spun it out. So a nice try for England. Yeah, so England are a point behind, and it's 13-14 to Wales, and another tight call for the referee. He sends Grady off to the sin bin for a deliberate knock on. Again, it looked like more of a reaction, but again, under the letter of the law, I mean, it's a bit of an excuse, but yeah, he deserved the yellow, but a tough call. So yeah, England thoroughly in the driving seat now for the last 10 minutes. With 14 men, Wales do manage to play their way back into the game, and they're in with a shout. But the English defence is very, very strong, and that rush defence now is starting to take effect on the Welsh team. And even though they put in the phases together, they're going backwards, and yeah, it's not looking good. And yeah, England's defence that holds out, and they take the game in the end. And I gotta say, a well-deserved victory really for England. But Wales also well played, a definite improvement from last week, and they performed for 80 minutes this time, which was what Gatland would have expected from them. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination for Wales, but you know, they showed glimpses, and the young players are, you know, looking good in parts. So the line-out was great in the first half, not so much in the second half. They'll have to look at their player selection a little bit, I think, there. England, on the other hand, again, far from perfect, but the defence worked much better, and ultimately that's what won them the game. Forwards did try and squeeze Wales, but yeah, they used the backs more, but there's still a long way to go for England to be like the team I think they can be. Yeah, so a tight loss for Wales and a tight win for England. England would be a lot happier than Wales, because Wales feel they could have won it. But yeah, hard luck, Welsh boys. Good try, and we look forward to the next match. But yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you for the next one. All right, ta-ta.